What is up guys, this is Arjun here and welcome to Wiki Techie, your one-stop solution for all your questions on gadgets and technology. So are you guys ready? Let's roll! Now, people are confused on which mobile to go for. ഇപ്പോൾ Android mobile phones നിറയെ lineups വന്നിട്ടുണ്ട് from Huawei to Lenovo and all that. So today we'll be talking about the Samsung lineup. Samsung Galaxy lineup. Okay, so in 2015, Samsung came out with 4 different versions of the Galaxy. That is S6, S6 Active, S6 Edge and S6 Edge Plus. So itrayum mobile phones market le vannappadathekkum there was a big confusion on which one to go for. You know, the pricing was it was okay, but people were not able to lock up onto one particular model. So they released the S7 lineup. So in S7 lineup you have only 2 options. One is S7 and S7 Edge. Okay, and today we'll be talking about S7 Edge. So let's go. So let's have a look at this baby, that is S7 Edge. This mobile phone is with most of the people right now, so not a big thing to review about, but we'll review about the particular things that's really good about this phone. So let's have a look at it. Well, I have it here. It's a nice little box. It's the S7 Edge Galaxy. So we're gonna open it. Side in the open, this is a gold platinum 32 GB version. So this is how it looks. So when it comes out, it's very light compared to all the other mobile phones that you have in the market. And for the Samsung Galaxy lineup, that is for S7 Edge, what I like most is its side rail up. You know, side when you hold it, it's very smooth. When you look at S7 and the native S6, when you hold the mobile phone, you will have a big problem in holding it. Because mobile phone, you will feel that sharpness on the edges. That's not there in this phone. And the first thing that you'll notice about this mobile phone is its display. It's rocking a 5.5-inch Quad HD Super AMOLED screen, which is like the brightest screen that you have out there. So this one feature is like the best feature of this mobile phone. And the second thing which really interests me in this mobile phone is this battery. Battery life around 15 to 20% koodudale. Matte mobile phones this is rocking a 3600 mAh battery. That is 3600 എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും average 2700 750 ഒക്കെയാണ് iPhone നമുക്ക് കിട്ടുന്നത് 7 Plus models. So this is having a 3600 mAh battery, which is like really appreciable. Now let's find out what else is there in the box. Okay, so let's move this thing out, keep it aside. And yes, some paperwork as usual. Warranty papers on. Now here we have the charger, and there's an extra small little thing. It's called the USB connector. USB connector, and then we have the cable as usual. And last but not the least, that's the earphones. I'm not able to pick it up, but I think you'll be able to see it. It's the Samsung branded earphones. Good enough to listen to when you're on the walk or on your bus. Fine, so that's about it inside the box. As I spoke earlier, this mobile phone best feature in the mobile phone display. All mobile phones, all mobile phones and displays, you find something called the bezel. It's called the bezel, which you see a thin line which you see on the sides, and this is called the lower chin and this is called the upper chin. So the bezels, lower chin, upper chin mobile phones are but with S7 Edge release, what Samsung did was something magical, because if you look close, this doesn't have a single bezel on the side. It's a curved display. We call it the curved glass. So this display the mobile introduced the S7 Edge, and that too with a Super AMOLED screen. So you have the brightest display, and when you hold the phone on your hand, you feel like as if you're holding the screen. You don't see any bezels over here. And we'll come in detail when we talk about why this curved glass and how this curved glass is usable. The second thing which I want to talk about this phone is its camera. It's rocking a 12 megapixel camera. So iPhone, when it released 6 and 6S models, 6S model you have the 12 megapixel camera. So the same way when Samsung Galaxy S7 came out, they have the 12 megapixel camera. The best part is that when you take the pictures, even without doing any edit, the way you see the pictures on your AMOLED screen is remarkable. Because all pictures, the clarity and the depth, the way it looks on the screen is amazing. And not to forget on the video, when you take up the video, you feel as if you're holding the video in your hand because of the curved display. So that's the best part with the 12 megapixel camera and the screen which goes together. Okay, the third feature which I want to talk about is it's waterproof. Around 10 years later, we have getting mobile phones in hand, smartphones, but we had to wait for like around 7 to 8 years for this feature to come in. So Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge is having a IP68 certified. That means it can go up to 30 minutes in 1 meter of water. 1 meter of water, if it dips in, if it falls in somewhere, 30 minutes where it can withstand, and it's a waterproof phone. So more than this, the best part is that when you are back in Kerala or somewhere around the world, and if it rains, you can easily pick up the call and you can talk, you don't have to worry about it at all. That's the best feature of this phone. This phone is waterproof. So the bottom line is whether to go for this phone or not. Okay, now we spoke about S6 lineup and S7. I hope you remember about this phone, Note 7. ഏറ്റവും cool hyped up ആയ ഒരു mobile phone ആയിരുന്നു. No matter what, the phone was looking beautiful and it had all the features. ഒരു Samsung fan വേണ്ടിയിട്ടുള്ള എല്ലാ ഫീച്ചേഴ്സും ഈ ഒരു മൊബൈൽ ഫോണിൽ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. But it had a big problem with the battery, and of course they were recalling all the phones, and there's no more Note 7 seen anywhere. So at this point of time, you still want to stick to a Samsung phone, then Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge more than S7 is what I would recommend, and you have all the reasons to get it. Now let's look at Bluetooth speaker. Bluetooth speaker is yet another category which is like really confusing. The speaker and the features, the connect, we go to the shop and we try testing it out. Connect you get confused, So I would recommend you to go for a good brand. So as you see it, it's JBL by Harman. So JBL is much reputed and it has got its own legacy, as a speaker. So now Bluetooth speaker, nare versions iduvare ipo JBL ne vannu kazhinju. Now Flip 2 was the last version. Now today we'll be talking about Flip 3. Now let's have a look at the box here, and right in the front you have the speaker itself. Speaker and the details allam ivide ee logos la namukku manasilam 10-hour battery life. There is a microphone, so we'll get to that why there is a microphone on a Bluetooth speaker. Then there is an umbrella over here. We'll get to that as well. So all these details you will find on the side of the box over here. Over here. So this is splash proof. It's not waterproof, okay? Splash proof. That means if you are on the beach or if you are at the swimming pool having fun with friends and you're playing music, you don't have to worry about the water splashing over this device. So this is totally a splash proof device. Then the second thing is the mic, the microphone on this one. So this comes in when the call comes in. When you are connected to a mobile phone connect nammal paattu kettondirikkumbod, if the call comes in, you can actually speak to the speaker phone, and it doesn't matter how far you are away from the speaker. It can be up to 30 to 35 meters, but tests reveal that you can be up to 50 meters. If you are 50 meters away from the device also, it picks up. So that's one feature which I really like about this speaker. Now about the battery life, this guy is rocking 3000 mAh battery. That means you get around 9 to 9.5 hours of playback. So സാധാരണ രീതിയിൽ ഇവർ ക്ലെയിം ചെയ്യുന്നത് 10 hours of battery life, but according to the test that we have done, we get around 9 to 9.5 hours. So that's pretty good actually. Kind of one night, if you can just charge it up, and if you're going for a picnic out and you're coming the next day, this guy is gonna be with you throughout without losing any juice. So that's one feature which I really like, and we'll talk about how it sounds. Idu open cheyida, let's have a look at how the speaker actually looks like. And as usual, you have a Flip 3 branded cardboard here, so we'll keep it aside. Now here is the beauty. That's the JBL speaker. Wow, it's really light, man. It's very light actually. That's the speaker, and you have some rubber material which they've used. But a Bluetooth connection, or the volume up and down. Then you have this is what I was talking about, the microphone for a call button. You know, when a call comes in and if you're near the speaker, you see the call attend. And on this side, what do we have? We have a connector here, we'll open it later. But now here we have the connector. I think this should be the one which should be connecting. Yeah, and it's kind of on. And the LED lights over here indicates the battery life. So if it's going down, then you need to recharge it. So that's what, so this is how it looks, and we have a look at the cables and stuff which is over here, some paperworks, and this is the charging cable, simple as that, nothing more. So you have the cable, you have the paperworks, and you have the speaker. So we'll keep these aside and we'll get to the main guy over here. I really like this thing. That's the speaker. And you have the mini subwoofers kind of stuff over here, and it has got an awesome JBL written over there. It actually moves. So that's the subwoofer. So this guy actually sounds really good. Karanam sadharana oru cheriyoru speaker, you have the Bose speakers, the SoundLink Mini, then you have other third party Bluetooth speakers that's out there, but compared to all that, this guy really rocks a lot of bass. You know what I'm talking about? The bass. This guy really rocks it. നമുക്ക് ഇപ്പോൾ ഇതിൻ്റെ ഒരു ലൈവ് ടെസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്ത് നോക്കാം how it sounds, because this guy is really interesting for the subwoofer thing. I just want to see how much bass it's going to bring in. Okay, now we have the speaker, JBL. I have the music over here. So let's roll.
Wasn't looking for trouble, but it came looking for me.
It's good.
I tried to say no, but I can't fight it. She was looking lovely. She kinda reminds me.
And my cameraman is dancing to this.
I know.
It's loud.
This pretty
I hope you can hear it.
Waiting for me back at home. She's got my engine started. This happens every time I see a pretty girl.
Well, that's really loud. That's really loud. And I think you guys should go and check it out. This thing has got all the features that you're looking for a Bluetooth speaker. It connects instantly and it rocks really well. JBL, man, JBL. Now let's get into an interesting category, which is DSLR camera. നമുക്ക് ഇപ്പോൾ മൊബൈൽ ഫോൺസ് ഉണ്ട്, മൊബൈൽ ഫോൺസിൽ ക്യാമറാസ് ഉണ്ട്, ഐപാഡ്സിൽ വരെ ഇപ്പോൾ ക്യാമറാസ് ഉണ്ട്. So we are thinking, why should we go for a DSLR camera? DSLR categories എടുത്തത് തന്നെ first thing that comes into your mind is the price. ഒരു high end DSLR ക്യാമറയിൽ പോവുകയാണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ you go up to like 14,000 dirhams and you go up to 15, even there are higher prices also. So ഈ categoriesൽ from Nikon to Canon എല്ലാ categoriesൽ എടുത്ത് നോക്കുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും I did a study on which camera you should go for when you start off with a DSLR. Now you have this bokeh and this depth effect feel that you get on iPhone 7 Plus cameras, and the same way if you want to get a professional one, with the bokeh effect, you need to go for a DSLR camera. Today we'll be talking about one camera which comes under this category with lot of features and it's lower price. So let's roll. ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ സംസാരിക്കാൻ പോകുന്ന ആ DSLR ക്യാമറയാണ് Canon 100D. I have it right here with me. So this is how it looks. Can you believe it? ഇത്രയും ചെറിയ ഒരു DSLR camera, I have not seen it before. This is not a new camera. 2017 release ഒന്നുമല്ല. This is almost like I think 2 to 3 years ആയി ഇത് മാർക്കറ്റിൽ വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട്. The reason why I took this camera to review today with you guys is because the price has gone down for this device. And still, ഈ ഒരു DSLR ക്യാമറയിൽ എല്ലാ ഫീച്ചേഴ്സ് അവൈലബിൾ ആണ്. And guess what? This even has a touch screen. You know, ഇപ്പോൾ എല്ലാവരും മൊബൈൽ ഫോൺസ് എല്ലാം സ്മാർട്ട് ഫോൺസ് യൂസ് ചെയ്ത് ടച്ച് സ്ക്രീൻ ഇപ്പോൾ എല്ലാവർക്കും വളരെ എളുപ്പമായിട്ട് യൂസ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുന്ന സംഭവമാണ്. So even when you take pictures, you can just use it as a smartphone. You can just flip through your pictures. That's one feature which I really love about this product. We'll go deep about this one right now. The first thing which I want to talk about is its weight. It's really, really light. നമ്മൾ എപ്പോഴും ട്രാവൽ ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും ഇത് പാക്ക് ചെയ്യാനാണ് നമ്മൾ ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടാറുള്ളത്. When you have a DSLR camera like a 600D or a 700D, ഇത് പാക്ക് ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും it takes a lot of space in your bag. This doesn't do that. And guess what? This has all the features that you can see on a 600D or a 700D camera. So that's one feature which is really, really nice. You know how they could have a 18 megapixel sensor stuffed into this little body is what really amazes me. ഈ ഒരു ഫീച്ചറാണ് എനിക്ക് ഈ ഒരു ക്യാമറയിൽ ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ ഇഷ്ടമുള്ള ഒരു ഫീച്ചർ. Now, as usual, you have all the features that you want. You have the menu, you have the info, then you have the viewfinder. The viewfinder is not as good as a 5D or a 7D Mark II and all that, but it's really good enough. So for starters, when you want to get into the DSLR category, this is one that you can go for 100D. You have the manual mode, you have the AV, that is the aperture priority, you have the shutter priority, you have the programmable level over here, then you have all the, you know, the cliche things, you know, the macro stuff, action shots, you name it, you have it on 100D. So when you buy this camera, this DSLR camera, the next question comes in, which lens to go for? This actually comes with a 1855 lens. 1855 lens എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ 18mm wide angle നമുക്ക് കിട്ടും, 55mm വരെ നമുക്ക് zoom ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. So other than that, with the kit lens that comes in, I will review about 2 lenses that you can go with when you buy this camera. രണ്ട് ലെൻസും കൂടെ ഒരു ചെറിയ ബഡ്ജറ്റിൽ ഒതുങ്ങുന്ന രീതിയിൽ ലെൻസ് നമുക്ക് മേടിക്കാൻ പറ്റും. We'll go into that. Now we have the DSLR camera 100D. Now which lens to go for? Portrait shots. ഇതാണ് നമ്മൾ എല്ലാവരും ചെയ്യാറുള്ളത്. ഇപ്പോൾ എല്ലാവരും സെൽഫി അതെല്ലാം യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിലും when you take a portrait shot with a DSLR, it has got its perks. So now we'll go to that particular lens. I have a Sigma lens over here. This is the Sigma lens. It's a 50mm lens, 50mm with an aperture of f1.2. So when you talk about aperture, the lesser the aperture, the more depth of field you get. I hope you know about it. If you don't know, you can Google about it. So f1.2 with a 50mm lens, okay? This lens, when you have it with the 100D, you get nice shots. ഇപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഒരു portrait shot എടുക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ you get nice depth effect. ആ ഒരു blurred effect ഉണ്ടാവില്ല, നമ്മൾ ഫേസ് മാത്രം നല്ല ക്ലാരിറ്റി ഉണ്ടാവും. Then on behind you get the blurred effect. That's what we call as bokeh effect. So that effect you get with this lens. And guess what? This is coming under 500 dirhams in UAE. 500 dirhams or 400 lesser ഇപ്പോൾ കിട്ടാനുണ്ട് Sigma lens ആയതുകൊണ്ട്. You don't have to go for a branded one like a Canon, but yes, Sigma is a good brand to go for with Canon. So that's one lens I want to review today. If you have a subject like, say, Burj Khalifa and you are standing somewhere in Al Khawanij, ആ ഒരു ഏരിയയിലൊക്കെ നിൽക്കുകയാണ്, and you want to take a close-up shot of, you know, from far of Burj Khalifa, and if you want to go for such a shot, this lens comes handy, and for a very lower price. So from 18mm, that is from a wide angle, if you can go up to 250mm, I hope you can see it on screen, this is 250mm. When you zoom up to this level, you can go as close as possible to your subject. So that's one thing that's really good about this lens, which you can go with the 100D camera that we spoke about. So this is one lens that you can go for, and the secondary lens that you can go for is the 50mm that we reviewed. So this one's for you. And if you think that you cannot take a selfie with a DSLR, well, 100D will prove it wrong. Check this out. So now we'll speak about future technology and products. We have a lot of mobile phones now, right? Now the main changes that you're seeing on mobile phones is with the display. Display it's completely going bezel-less. Now I explain to you what bezel-less means, okay? Now this is the brand new flagship from Apple. It's an iPhone 7 Plus. This is the lower chin and this is the upper chin, and these are called the bezels, what you see on the sides. Now in the future, or might be even this year, 2017 le thanne complete bezel-less aavan ponu mobile phones. So here, these thin bezels that you see, it'll completely disappear. Samsung has already come up with the edge display, but that's kind of the curved glass display that you have. പക്ഷേ ഇനി വരാൻ പോകുന്നത് totally bezel-less ആയിരിക്കും. So it'll be like you're holding the whole screen in your hand without even the lower chin and the upper chin. So to give you an example, there is a mobile phone from this company called Xiaomi. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's from, I think it's from China. This mobile phone doesn't even have a bezel or an upper chin on the top. So can you believe that? It's the same size of an iPhone 7 Plus or a little bigger, but the screen will start from the bottom, top vare, edge vare, it'll be displayed. And people were asking how the speaker works on it. So when a call comes in, the technology goes like this. That is, behind the screen, they have the speaker embedded. It's not a speaker as such, that screen actually vibrates. That's how the speaker works. So that's like a crazy technology which is going to come out. So the Xiaomi Mi Mix no mobile phone already in market available ആണ്. പക്ഷേ ആ ഒരു ടെക്നോളജി ഇനിയും അത്ര അഡ്വാൻസ്ഡ് ആയിട്ട് വന്നിട്ടില്ല. So we think or we believe that iPhone 8, when it comes out this year, that is 2017, around September time, iPhone 8 release ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും, it's going to be the 10th anniversary for Apple as well. So they're going to come out with a bezel-less phone എന്നുള്ള ഒരു ന്യൂസും കൂടെ ഇപ്പോൾ റൂമേഴ്സിലുണ്ട്. So we'll have to wait and watch for it. So that's one thing that's really exciting me. So people who are still with 6 and 6s with iPhone, I would ask you to wait before you upgrade to 7 or 7 Plus, because iPhone 8, or I don't know what they're going to call, iPhone X or iPhone something, is going to come out by September, and that's really going to blow your minds. So I hope you liked today's tip of the day. That was Snapseed app from Google, and it's free. So go download it and let me know how you feel about it. So if you want to ask me anything about any gadgets or any technology that you want to speak about, you are more than welcome to let me know. So you can see down the screen over there. So you can text me over there or you can tweet me. So let me know about it. So next week I'll see you back again with a lot of reviews and gadgets and technology and tips and tricks only here on Wiki Techie. So this is Arjun here, signing off. Peace.